Hello Acorns, today we are going to talk about my car. Just kidding, we are not. So this morning when I feel like I'm nasally. This morning when I was hooking up the GoPro to make the time lapse, and it was shooting the time lapse, I decided to put up my hammock, pull my truck over, hook up the hammock between the Jeep and the tree. When I was laying there in the hammock, the birds were just chirping, and it was like a really good moment. And then it became a better moment because I smelled something. The first day of school, there was always a specific smell. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it is. And it's in every single, like every memory of the first day of school, it's always that. So whenever I smell the smell, I'm like, oh, first day of school. And so usually that was a happy day or a sad day, depending on the year if I wanted to go to school or not. Now, at this moment, I'm not in school. I left it because of financial reasons. I couldn't afford it, was my financial reason. But it saddened me this morning when I was in that hammock and I smelled that. I was like, I may never actually get that smell again while going to school, this first day of school. And I started getting a little depressed. I was like, it sucks. Like I was sitting there, laying in the hammock, it was comfortable, birds chirping, it was beautiful outside. And yet I was getting sad. I was like, I might not be able to go back to school if I can't afford it, if I can't do any other things, if I don't actually get back. And so I started just going through a billion things in my head, and it just kept making my like sadness scale go down and down. Well, sadness scale go up and up. So when I was getting really depressed, I pushed it off for a moment, and then I remembered that before I started dwindling that I won't be able to go back to school, or the possibilities of the future of not going back to school. I remembered I was happy. I was really, really happy when I smelt that first thing. And when I was sitting there and I was like, why am I dwelling on this when I was so happy a moment ago? It was so refreshing. It was so nice. It was such a wonderful feeling. So I pushed that aside because I was like, whether I have school, whether I have money, it just depends on the person if they can find happiness inside themselves, if they can just sit there, relax, and see the beauty of today. Today is a beautiful day. It's wonderful outside today. It could be rainy and stereotypically like nasty, but you could find the beauty in each moment, and that makes me happy. Is when I was sitting there, I was like, I might not be able to go back to school. I might not be able to do these things. But the feeling that I have that day is the feeling I'm having right now. The freshness, the beauty, the happy, warm feeling. I'm having it right now. So do I need to go back to school? Yes, I would like to, but I don't need to be happy. I don't need those things to be happy. And I realized that today. And you hear it all the time. Possessions and things don't make you happy. And today I finally understood. It was like a eureka, a God moment, if you will. It was powerful, and I was just, I laid there for like another 40 minutes, just super happy until like it started like getting really cold and I had to go back inside. But it was a beautiful, beautiful moment, and I realized that you don't need those things. Like, sure, going to school is a really nice thing, and having different belongings are really nice things, but you don't need those possessions to make you happy. You don't need those going to school to make you happy. You can find happiness in everyday moments and just look around and see the beauty. And with that, you can do great things. You can be a great person. You can become an acorn. You can go after your dreams. You can do the things that you want to do in life because you know that things don't make you happy. You can make you happy. The moments make you happy. You can go and just live your life in happiness because you can realize that it's not about what you have or what you don't have. It's about the feelings that you get inside, and you can make yourself happy at any moment just by taking a breath, relaxing, and just noticing the beautiful world around you. I've preached this before. I've said this before, that you could just relax, just take it in, just slow down for a moment and just look around, push off all the stress that you're having, and just look at the beautiful world that is around you. Whether God created it or Big Bang created it or the combination of both. The thing is, this moment is real and this moment is in front of you, and you need to go out and experience it. Go and do great things. Be a great person. Seek what you're trying to find. Go out there and do. It's beautiful. Live your life. Boom, boom, boom. Toodaloo.